Hey, how's it going? Havoc, sorry I'm late. I was running a little late making dinner. Haven't even gotten to eat it yet, but I brought it out here with me. I see that Nero is also streaming at this time, so that's probably not great, but we'll go with it. What's for dinner? Ranch turkey bacon wraps. Would you like to see, Steven? Bacon, turkey, provolone cheese, lettuce, banana peppers, and ranch. They're good on a hot day. Yeah, they are. They're really good. So yeah, I thought I had plenty of time. The girls were out at the store. So I was like, hey, you know, what do you guys want to do for dinner? And they're like, turkey bacon wraps. I'm like, all right, great. We've got everything. Just need to grab turkey. Well, forgot about cheese, so I got dragged out to go get cheese. And then the old lady wanted to get fruit to make some fruit and fruit dip. So then we had to go to another store to get that, and got home and just running late. Man, that's pretty awesome. The other thing I'm going to warn you about on those countertops is they tend to warp. So if you can, if you're going to leave it like that, go get some, like, even if you get a couple 1x, like 1x8 planks that they use for decking is really cheap. It's not actually 1x, that's 5/8 or 7/8 or something. But get that and then get screws and bolt it up to from the bottom into the countertop to hold that down to keep it from warping and bowing. It's pretty cheap. Cost you for 3 of them, like front, middle, and back. Probably cost you, you know, I don't know, under 15 bucks. Okay, just if you're going to leave it for more than like a week or two, I'd bolt it to something. Well, if you ever go look at them and they're standing up, and you'll see a bunch of them like warped and twisted and stuff like that. I'm sorry for eating on stream. 2 days in a row now. Yesterday I had my lunch while I was streaming. All right, let's take a look at what we got. Stream camera. Okay. So I did a little bit of prep work. I put some heat sets in there. Put the fans in our ducts. Unscrewed the back plates on. That's all I did. They're 4010 blower fans that go into these. So nothing too terribly fancy. But I just was out here trying to kill time and do something productive. Oh, and I snapped the front on to the fan on here. So, as of the last time I checked, the Trident is still connected and doing well. So that's good news. Let's go over here real quick and just check on that situation. Yep, it's connected. Still doing Trident things, so that's good. The one of the cables showed up, but the joiner did not today. So say it was supposed to, but it never even shipped. Hey, how's it going? You have a shelf that you're gonna fill with 270 Girari drawers and build a frame behind it to keep it solid. Sounds good, man. It's nice seeing everybody branching out and doing some other projects, right? I get really excited about it. I've been getting really excited about doing some of these other projects that aren't just building a printer. These are really fun to build. Don't get me wrong. But man, it's been fun to do other stuff. And it's really fun to see some of the other projects that y'all are doing. It's making me want to do some things. Martin's responsible for the Nerf blasters. So, you know, it's just fun seeing that stuff, man. Freaking fly. All right, so we need to figure out how long of screws and bolts we need to get these attached. So let's get a measuring stick. Let's see here. So we go from there. $40 and 3x40. How about down here? What was that? That's 20. All right, 40 and a 25. What do I have over here? That's a 40. There's another 40. That's 30. All right, so I got no 30. I got no 25s in there. I should probably see if I got some black 40s since everything else on here is black. I do. Game night tonight is just a hangout on Discord. All right. I want to really try to get this tool head finished, and then I'll be there. So this one's going on this side. How much clearance do I have? I think I can run that here. All right, this fan cover needs to come off. Takes forever to screw in these long screws. There's that. So screw it down here. All right, there's that. Uh, You're old and tired. I feel you, bro. How old's the puppy? Is it your Mercury you're trying to get redone or their Mercury you're trying to get done? $7 months, yeah. It's rough. Our puppy is getting to be less of a puppy, and he's still a royal pain in the ass. You gave JPP a Mercury print parts kit. Mine. Maker mine. Nexus had it for a while, but 3D and T got for me at Murph since we're coming to see them for 3D Printopia. I'll just be bringing it back with me then. We didn't have room in the car at Murph. I didn't know you could convert the Mercury to a Trident. Tool head is very blacked out. This printer's name since I built it has always been Black Sails. So I think it's much more appropriate now with the black and red than it ever was with black and blue. I'll put the front on here. What do we think so far, folks? It's a Tronxy frame. What can you see in my fridge? It's honestly not bad. Figuring out how the belts went was a little tricky. But other than that, it ain't bad. It's way better than the ant head. This just doesn't want to stay over there. Why aren't you wanting to stay over there? Anyway, let's get some Bowden tubing. You're gonna get fracks? Yeah, man, this thing is awesome. You got one plate of parts left to build. Oh, that reminds me, I need to check this real quick. I just ran off test print real quick to see what size of these panel clips I need. I can never remember. So I went with 5mm. It's available in 3 sizes. So I went with the middle size and figured if it needs to be bigger, I know which size it needs, and if it needs to be smaller, I'll know which size it needs to be. All right. I'm gonna move y'all back. Oh, the bottom. The bottom. That's where that goes. It's like, where's that panel go? It's the bottom panel. All right. Main menu. Print. Go. All right. Look at the picture. Just did you send me another picture, Havoc? Yep. All right. So let's mark this. Good, good. Little PTF cutter. Cut that. Now we can give it a little chamfer. A little chamfer. Now, if memory serves, I don't think the orbiter needs anything to come up. But we will double check it just to be positive. Get the drawer of extruders. No, actually it does. Ladies and gentlemen, it does. Okay, so how much do I need to add to it? Brad, how's it going? Six millimeters. So I need a piece. This one is 18. No, 28. I need one. It's 34. Mustache VR, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Started work and got called. Started print, got called to work. Oh man, dude. That sucks. Okay. Let's see what comes in this kit over here. This is the new Orbiter toolhead board kit. USB. Okay. Got a USB adapter board. Got some wiring. Got some more wiring. Okay, so looks like you just go with 20mm standoffs on this or something. So it doesn't come. Oh, it does come with standoffs. Okay, okay. Hello, Smallios. Your eyelashes, they look good.
Wow. Wow, where's the microphone?
No, it's a new Orbiter toolhead board.
I almost blew my eyeball shut.
Uh-oh.
But and I look pretty snap. I just
It's not that spacer.
what do I put on my face? Do we have a blister band-aids or burn band-aids? Stop.
What?
Do you have like burn band-aids?
No. You need to just keep that keep some lotion and whatnot on that. All right, so it's got some weird stuff going on here. Let's see if we can figure it out. It's got some really crazy long heat sets. I guess before I just go figuring it out, why don't we just go ahead and look at the LDO docs and see what they have to say about it. Going downstairs, put some filament in the dryer. Alrighty, JP. Okay. Let's go over here to LDO O2S toolhead board. Maybe? Is there one? All right, let's go over here to Fabrico. See if they've got a listing for where I can find the docs at. Let's see that. The second revised version of the Orbiter 2 board. Orbiter sensor, STM controller. This is what sold me on it. What is going on? What camera is? Oh, that's right. All right. So it's got STM controller. Rather than RP2040. Automotive USB communication. One auxiliary USB connector, so I can hook up the beacon. 2240 separate driver. All right, documentation. User manual. Let's see what it's got in here. Right. More pages. We'll get to all this stuff. I just need to know how you put it onto the freaking thing. There's a lot of documentation here. Okay. Ah, here we are. Yes. Mount the orbiter sensor to the top of the orbiter using the two longer M3 screw sets provided in the kit. Insert small between the sensor and the toolhead board into the sensor. Okay. Can I download this whole thing? Download the zip. Because I would really like. Why they don't just put the freaking STL, you know, in the GitHub? All right. Where are we at? Down Under Maker. How's it going, sir? Surprised you're awake? Since you were awake in the middle of the night watching Jeremy and Keela stream. She thought the Core 1 was a beer fridge. I get that, Down Under Maker, but I'm no longer going to accept that I need to go to bed as an excuse for you missing my streams, sir. I get it, I get it. Havoc, this is not a Nighthawk. We will have a Nighthawk going on to the Switchwire build, because that's what comes with the Jabberwocky. But this is not a Nighthawk. All right, I'm hoping that if I do this, looks like the links are clickable. Okay, so we want the sensor and the bracket. This is the link we need. Oh, it is downloadable from GitHub. Oh, that's in the 3D CAD section. Okay, I take it all back. I forgive you. So, 3D CAD, wire string, body, lock, USB adapter. So, let's go over here and open up a new project. Oh, I thought it might be a mount for it. All right, here's the lock. There's that. Excellent. Slice plate. Go over here to ZV0. Slice. Print. Upload. We'll start printing this as soon as I find the filament. Is this the filament? That's not the filament. Because I want black. This is dark gray. That's matte black. This is Galaxy Black. Here we are. We found it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, we got a pit boxer mix who thinks he's a lap dog too.
So, this is the outfit that me and Mom think I should wear for the first time.
Looks nice.
So, what do you think? Or should I wear that black t-shirt?
Oh, looks nice.
Look, it has
Shorts underneath of it. Oh, it has a phone spot.
pretty deep. Alright,
Love you too. Luke, how's it going? What was the big prize down under, Maker? Upload and print. Their merch pack? Oh, I need to get some merch at some point. I will. Let me ask you guys a question. Since I can't get what's their faces? Bamboo's marketing team to, you know, respond to an email. I was debating seeing if I could get a hold of Elegoo's marketing department, see if I can't get them to send me one of those Centauri carbons for this workbench.
Father, is this Baja Blast new? Because it says Tropical 1. Is it like a new type of Baja Blast?
Mm. Tasted the same as always to me.
Okay, bye.
I don't even know what's on Kickstarter right now. Yeah, this is the O2S, Luke. It's got a STM controller rather than the RP2040. All right. So this is one of Vitali's mounts here too. This was the CNC'd mount for EBB 36 and such. Where did I put that other box? All right, we got a smart sensor. So, smart sensor. Oh, it looks like I need to take that out. Okay. Yeah, the O2S has some other safety features as I understand it, but changes out the RP2040 for the STM controller. All right, so that goes here. And it kind of eliminates the wire from the sensor. I think there's like a plug that just kind of goes from the back of your sensor right into the tool head thing. All right, so let's go back to our manual. $14mm ones. Okay, are these the 14s? They are. Great. Yeah, this does too. This has the same jumper, Luke. A55. You need to get your ass in gear. Down Under Maker, you're a mod. It would not have censored ass, I do not believe. Havoc, you might want to wait on that hot end purchase for a minute. I got one coming to check out for the Trident. So if you're looking for high flow stuff, you might want to give it a minute and see how this one that I've got coming turns out. Just saying.
Ow. I don't like how I do.
What, right now? Oh.
Bye. Oh, I need that. Bye.
Bye. It is morning in one part of the world. Down under, Maker, is it morning? Yeah, so there's some good tool head boards on the market that just came out. The H36 I like so far. It's got about all the connections in the world. The O2S just came out. There's going to be supposedly going to be an STM version of the Night Owl, from what I understand. Down Under Maker's been, it's fragile. Well, you know, hopefully mine doesn't blow up. If it does, maybe the people that didn't feel like including me in a beta will send me a review unit or something. I don't know if they will or not, but my feelings are kind of hurt, you know. All right. Finger tight should do it on those. We're printing the standoff. Gets to be a chunky boy real quick, doesn't she? All right, let's put this. Where should I put this at, man? I guess I should put it with the extruders. Someday somebody's going to make some good tool head options, some good extruder options for the gear sets I have in there. And I can't wait. Porty, you finished printing up the Archetype tonight? Nice. We've got it assembled over here. We are just waiting for parts for the orbiter to print. And those who haven't been following along, the ducts, the hot end mount, the mount for the tool head to the MGN rail, and the belt holder thing is all made in PPS-CF. Yes, I would appreciate it, Down Under Maker. You are a true and loyal friend. Oh, wait, no, they're asking for... I thought you were talking about me, Down Under Maker. Now I'm hurt again. I don't have any bamboos. All right, what can we do in the meantime? We can put my filament sensor back on. There's the Prusa XL. So I had everything. This was originally going to be the tool head that went onto the Trident. I was trying to get a tube, and this was one of the only options that were available for tube. So I was going to do this with that, but had a situation come up and could not afford to get the tube anymore. So that never happened. So when I was thinking about trying to do this build, I'm like, what's a cool tool head I can put on there? Because I'm really starting to hate the whatchamacallit. Ooh, that's why this screw isn't all the way screwed in back there. This doesn't have a place to mount an X end stop on it. This gantry doesn't have a spot to mount a Y end stop either. So I guess I'm going to have to go sensorless on this. Yay. All right, now let's put this on, see if that looks better. Yeah, now it's not pushing itself over. Good. Good job, me. I think you can put an LED in here too, by the way. Yeah, it was really cool for its time. So is the Afterburner. This is just 24-volt printer down undermaker. I could test bamboo add-ons if they'd send me a printer. Yeah, I don't like sensorless either. I got sensorless on the Micron and the V0. But I'd rather not, you know. All right. Yeah, I never even paid attention to that. That kind of sucks. All right, let's put our little wiper on here. Or piece for our wiper, anyway. Get in there. These are 2209s in here. This is just an octopus with 2209s on 24-volt. Nothing special there. We did put some bigger steppers on here, though. So we'll see how that goes. Put the steppers I took off of the Trident on here. Yeah, so this printer is not my... I try not to tinker with this printer. But at this point, it's 3 years old. It needed a rebuild anyway. Had some parts that were starting to wear out. But it's just my print ship printer. But had a bunch of stuff go wrong. Had everything ready for the build. I needed this printer to be working to do other stuff. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta get this done. It was gonna get done after the switch wire build, but here we are. The dog's out here because he knows I have food. All right, so that's a little mount to put the nozzle brush on. I really want to get a printer like a Bamboo. I'd really like a Bamboo because it's multicolor, and I just want something that I don't have to mess with, that I could, you know, even depending on which one, put on the bottom shelf of this thing, and it just be the workhorse that prints the parts, to print all. Because like the other day, I had the only printer I had that was working was the switch wire. Everything else was broken all of a sudden. I'm not sure. I thought he was putting a tube on that. I don't know. 2.4's gantry never seemed like something I'd want to have anything slinging around super fast on. Shit, I'd be all right with an A1, Steven. Half the time, I've got shit that I need printed in PLA that I can't get printed. You know how much of a pain in the butt it's been to print those blasters in PLA? That's why I did the first ones in ABS. I don't have any. I have a bunch of printers that print ABS beautifully. But good Lord, if I try to print PLA, it's like trying to print freaking Ultima over here. What is the U1? Kept seeing a bunch of videos on YouTube lately about a snap maker. And honestly, I just assumed they were what is this? Oh, good Lord, look at this. Four tool heads. Are they going to enclose the top of this? Or are they just leaving that open? Luke, I get that, but if they want to send me one to try out, we can definitely try it out. So, how would I even contact them, though? Steel cover coming soon. I mean, if they can get it to work, 4 tool heads for $1,000, man. They might have something on their hands if they can get it to work. I don't need 12 heads. I rarely need more than 2, honestly. Luke, that'd be awesome. I know Snapmaker has released some other things that were kind of like multi things, like do multiple thing kind of machines. I'm glad to see that they're sticking with this is a 3D printer and not a 3D printer and a mill and everything else. So that's pretty cool. Not that I would hate having a mill, but you got one pre-ordered? Down under Maker, I do not need 12. I got 6 colors on the ERCF over there. I can count on one finger the number of times I've used all 6 colors in a print. My dog is like, I am going to lay at your feet and trip you to remind you that I am here. All right. I guess we can utilize this time to clean up and organize a bit while we wait for this part to print. Looks like it's almost done though. Oh yeah, I do a bunch of different multicolor stuff. I'm just saying how often I've needed more than 4 colors. Like most of the time, it's just something that's dual color. I mean, I had to use 3 for these feet on here. Some of the dragons and stuff I've printed, but most stuff that gets designed is designed around 4 colors because of bamboo having 4 colors. I did, was it a Hue Forge that I used 6 colors on? No. 1, 2, purple, blue, white, black. I can't remember. There was something that I used all 6 on. Oh. My son was doing custom Hot Wheels cars, and we 3D printed a body for this Hot Wheels car and painted the model, and we painted it with 6 colors. It was like some BMW body or something. 6 colors on a small little Hot Wheel size thing was something else. prints well. That black box looks so awesome. There's Chris has one up at KB3D. That thing looks so cool. Well, you don't make fun of me. I'm just saying that's where I've seen one in person at. All right. Let's get this put back on here. Made him a fire. Oh, Lord. To my knowledge, he's the only one that carries stuff to make it, isn't he? I'm down for it. Really? I didn't realize Black Box had been around that long. I thought it was a fairly new project until somebody said that it had been around for a while. But how long has it been around? I say we all plan a KB3D meetup and not tell KB3D Chris about it. Or either one of the Chris's. We just surprise him. Like one day, like 20 people show up at his shop. We are building the Archetype toolhead. Right now I'm waiting for the toolhead board mount to finish printing. Corgan, don't look at me like that. You're the one who chose to lay in the way. So we're building this toolhead. Keela. The original designers were over in Europe, and KB3D helped to convert everything from Onshape to Fusion when he took over as caretaker. The original black box creator used it as a thesis for his degree. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, man. All right. What else can we do? Oh, I try to get these stepper motor wires out of here because I'm going to need to run new ones. So let's get a screwdriver. About to give this dog the rest of my dinner just so he stops laying at my feet. Fun fact, Black Box uses a 1mm Z-Hop when bed meshing. Tolerances are on point. Nice. So I guess I don't need that. I don't need that. Need the thermistor still. Need this. Don't need that. Oh shit. I don't need it. Most of this. I only need one wire that's currently in here. I need to rerun a whole bunch of wires through here, but I only need one that's in here currently. I missed most of Steve's black box build. Steve builds black box build. All right, that print's done. So as soon as I get all this cable chain stuff undone, we'll pull that plate out, let it cool off for a minute so we can get our prints off of there. All right. Cable chain. Ooh, she wanted to stick to the magnet. Belts look spread out too far near the tool head. Yeah. Good catch. Not a huge fan of how this belt stuff works on here. So we'll see how it turns out. Good thing is if it doesn't work, we can always take it back apart and put something else on there. Whole boats in. What are you yapping about, dog? All right. So this goes here. Go back over here to our manual. So a washer, M3x8. All right. Little bitty skid jumpers. All right. So, Havoc, this is what I was talking about. So there's pins on the back of this orbiter tool head sensor. Not sure if it'll focus. It might. There we go. It's got a little jumper. Plugs in there. And then there's pins on the back of this that then just plug right into there. A little slot right there for that to go through. All right. Still at a loss for what these giant heat sets are for. All right. Will do, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. So that just fits on there real nice like. And then orbiter just plugs right into it. So got this thing just gonna hold the cabling. Hopefully that's not going to stick out too far. I think it's going to. And this is going to be an issue. All right, let me show you what we got. We got a problem. So this is called the breakneck. It's my phone's a little warm. Maybe it's connected. Is it connected? It's not connected. Damn it. All right. So try to zoom in here on this. So right here, this tilts the tool head, the extruder back at an angle. But number one, this would run into the back panel. Number two, the tool head board is going to hit into the X extrusion, and it's not going to even bolt down flat anyway. So if memory serves, on the Archetype experimental, there is a flat version of that. Let me see. Let me fix this and then we'll go back over. Yikes. How big did I make this? Not that big. Bear with me. There we go. Orbital tool head. Oh, okay. Let's see. I might already have it. 3D printer stuff. .4 stuff. Archetype experimental. 4 extruders. Flat top blocks. No. All right. Go. See what we can find here. You'll rerun your belts tomorrow. Breakneck box. This is different than the one I have. All right, let's put it side by side. With what I have printed. It's the same size. All right. You're back. All right, let's go over printables, see if somebody has one. So Archetype Archetype flat. Here's what we need. All right, so this looks like what we need. All right. What do we get? Cybertech, I appreciate you, brother. Have a good night. No, down undermaker. Going to bed at a reasonable hour doesn't get you shit. Going to bed at a reasonable hour, and then so you can wake up in the middle of the night and watch Jeremy and Keela stream. And you woke the baby up to watch it too? Shame, shame. All right, so This is going to all need to come apart. Not sure how that goes in there, but we'll figure it out. All right, we'll figure it out. I should have paid closer attention. So I'm pretty much at a standstill, folks. I need that to print, to put up here. How is that going to go on there? Now I'm really wondering. I should have paid closer attention. Where's the printable? Where's the printables page? Comments. What kind of remixes are there? You filament sensor. Man, so far, JPP, I'm loving them, man. I printed that arm for the cutter on the Trident. That was working really well until other stuff went to hell on it. These parts are freaking awesome. I love them. They look great. Also, I worked on some print settings some more for it and got some even better results. So if your buddy wants print settings I got for it now, let me know. Well, guys, it is 10 o'clock. I can't go any further. JPP is going to be doing game night over on his Discord. So if you're not in his Discord, maybe he wants to drop a link. I don't know. JPP, if you want to drop a link to your Discord, feel free to drop a link to your Discord in chat. Think we're going to call it there for tonight. We got most of it together. Unfortunately, this situation, like, I don't know, if they took this and like brought it down some or something so that this wasn't tilted so far back, I don't know what in the hell extrude. They couldn't have been running a tool head on it. Oh wait, I think there was a thing for like putting your tool head on the side or some happy horse shit like that. Anyway, we're gonna call it there. Like I said, if you're in JPP's Discord, go over there and check out game night. I'll probably do that after I get stuff cleaned up over here. Other than that, guys, have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow in the AM. We'll be back to our morning schedule. And hopefully we'll be able to button this up. It seems like it's always 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Or 2 steps forward and a dozen steps back sometimes, but you know what I mean. Hopefully the Amazon will actually deliver the parts they say they're going to deliver tomorrow. And yeah. Have a good night, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. There's JPP's link to his Discord. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds and then we'll roll out of here. That way, if you want to click on it, it doesn't just like vanish on you. You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. See you all tomorrow. Later.